remember being a teenager and I didn't have a car. I don't even think I had a driver's license yet, but I wanted to get a job.
When did you get your driver's license?
I think I was 15 I think I was 16 when I got my driver's license.
You were like one of the people that waits for a while?
No, I didn't wait at all.
I was like, give me
no driver.
I did too. I was like, I need freedom.
But I wanted to get a job really, really bad just because I wanted money. And it was nice getting out of the house, sometimes.
Well, homeschool, of course it's nice getting out of the house.
So I asked my mom if I could get a job, and I convinced her that it was a good idea. And I told her that I would just ride my bike to work.
And here I am thinking your mom's attitude was probably, I'm okay with him getting a job from the very beginning, but he needs to convince me so he's ready. He's more like,
I think, no,
convincing himself.
I think she liked having me around because she liked all the help that I gave at home. So it's like, I really had to like push her to get her to say, yes, fine, you can go get a job. That means I have to hire somebody else to take care of all the kids. Like me being gone from home, and you'll see this as I tell you a little bit more of the story later on, is like me being home was a huge help to her. And so if I was gone for any period of time, it made it harder. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Well, there were how many kids underneath you?
Matthew, Marshall, Johnny, Jessica, Juliana, Ryan. I think it was just Juliana was the youngest at this point in 2000. So I was 14, 15, something like that when I got my first job, because no one's going to hire you if you're not, at least I think 15 or 16 is like the youngest you could get a job.
I think I remember 14 is like the real, like, without breaking laws, you can be hired at 14 in some places. Yeah. But it's like they have all these rules, like you can't work for longer than this amount of time.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I applied for a job at Burger King, and I was like really nervous, but I like dressed up nice, and I was just like, I want to get a job here.
That makes me like, I wish I could see that. Why weren't you vlogging back then?
And
I would love to see like a little you going in all dressed up like nervous to get a job at Burger King.
I was scary.
I know, it is
terrifying.
Scary. Burger King would have been like terrifying for me too. Even now I'm terrified of Burger King.
But no, I went in there, I got an application, I came home, filled it out, took it back in, had an interview, and they offered me the job right away. I don't remember if there was any delay, or they're like, okay, when can you start?
You are such a good businessman.
And I remember them asking if I had a reliable source of transportation, and I remember saying, I'm just going to bike to work, and so I'll be here. And they were like, okay, all right, I guess if you commit to that. So I remember riding my bike, and it was like 6.5 miles each way to get to work. So I'd ride my bike for 45 minutes just to get to work, and then I'd work for however long, and then I'd ride my bike home. And I worked there.
What time of year was that?
It was in the springtime.
Okay.
So probably like April. Yet. Yeah, it was hot. No, it's hot in April. It's hot in February.
Yeah, that's true.
But I remember when I first got started working there, I was like the janitor, so I'd have to like scrub all the bathrooms. I had to clean up the tables. Like I got all the dirty work that nobody else wanted to do. I had to wash the dishes. And then after I was there for a couple weeks, then I started working the specialty board. So I would make like the chicken sandwiches and the fish sandwiches and the French fries and the nuggets. That was my place that I worked for like a month. And then they started training me to be like a cashier, but I think I just wasn't getting it. I like failed miserably, and so like, get back in the back. You're not very good at that. I wasn't picking it up, I think, and so I was just keeping on working that. But it was a good job. Like I liked working there. It was minimum wage, but it was like I was getting a paycheck. I was feeling like productive. I think they liked having people to work during the morning shift, because it's like the afternoon's easy. They had a whole bunch of youth, like kids after school.
People were available.
Working in the evening, but they always put me in the morning because I was homeschooled. So I was working with all the older people, the adults, right?